We are gonna play some Slay the Princess. We're gonna do at least one loop through because we're starting a fresh playthrough, so this is our third playthrough technically, but there are still multiple chapter 2s that we haven't gotten yet.
You're on a path in the woods.
So if anyone has any questions about the game or anything like that, feel free to ask about them. But I'm going to use the skip feature that is going to skip over dialogue we have heard in previous runs. Just in terms of sakes of time. So my thought is, in terms of searching for new chapter 2s, that things we haven't done in chapter 1 is like saying that we're just going to leave her locked up down here. And we also have not done a run where we try to save her and the narrator takes over and we let the narrator do his thing of us not resisting. I don't think we've done that either. So I'm going to take the blade with us.
The blade from
We're going to go down.
The door to the basement creaks open.
And I'm just going to say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
So
there's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm going to say I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Oh, also, the devs did announce that they're gonna do a stream where they're gonna play the game, and both the voice actors for this game are actually, like, they're gonna turn the dialogue volume down and they're gonna voice act it live, and I'm really excited for it. Unfortunately, they have had to postpone it a bit for reasons, but I'm really excited for that stream to happen.
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare.
I almost maybe just want to click through instead of pushing the skip button. We're gonna tighten her grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor thing.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason.
Right.
So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed.
Because I think we have to drop the blade in order to approach her. We haven't figured out a way to talk to her without dropping it.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay. I wonder if it changes if we click on, like, every single explore option. Is another thing that we haven't really pushed yet. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. We might have to start looking at stuff because I'm trying to think of how many other different ways we could push this chapter 1 to be, because there's still 6 different chapter 2s we haven't discovered. I'm like, how many different ways? I'm trying to think of ways that we could do it differently than what we already done. Okay, we'll click through this.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I've been told enough.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
We have brought the knife with us. Actually, I should note that. We were trying to figure out... I'm trying to get to the, saying that we're going to leave her down here, because that's one we haven't done. I need to go back. I didn't get a chance to this week. I want to go back and make notes of which pathways we've done for Chapter 1, because somehow there's 6 other Chapter 1s that we have not seen, or Chapter 2s that we haven't seen. And I'm trying to think of what stuff that we haven't done yet. This is the start of a third run, because we ended the last one last time. So we brought the knife.
Have they? All I've done at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
We brought the knife and we've dropped it so far.
Whoever sent you to that doesn't.
And I've
sound
kind of
She has a
decided
point.
clicking through it is a.
So
I like it better than the
you don't
skip,
really
kind
know
of.
me, do you?
She's right about one thing.
Like I said. So do you trust me?
She's wrong.
Okay. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Third full playthrough. Sorry, I wasn't very clear on that. Yes, so this is loop 1 of a third playthrough is what we're on right now. I'm just gonna click
Don't
a lot of
jump
these.
to any weird conclusions.
She hesitates before answering.
Name.
You can address me as
Oh,
your
okay.
Royal Highness or Her Majesty.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have
We don't
the
have
key
a
then.
key.
Well,
No.
we can always put.
Her sharp eye. She isn't suggesting she is.
Yeah, she sure is. Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
We haven't chosen this option yet. Gonna keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
'Cause I don't think we've done that one yet.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't
Oh,
do
does the
the
narrator
first thing,
force us?
she
Maybe
will
we
find
have.
a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay. Because I think the last time we came to this, I did try to slay her. Okay, we're gonna lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Okay.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way
We
to
did pick up the
stairs.
blade.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Alright.
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Does the dialogue seem a lot quieter than it was
Don't think
before?
She's bluffing.
I feel like the dialogue got quieter. I know they've been doing some updates to balance audio stuff. But I'm gonna turn the music and sound down, just a bit. Thought it was just you. No, it's not just you. They have done a couple updates to the game to try to balance some of the sound stuff. So let me know if this is better.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I also turned it up on my end too, just in general. I think that's a bit better. No, let's see what happens if we stick to this plan. We're sticking to the plan. I'm locking her down here.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Okay.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh.
I'll not forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Okay.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Mm-mm.
No, it doesn't.
So all this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Okay, fair.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Okay.
Where is she?
Great question.
Thanks
Oh.
for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Lonely. Smash. Yeah, she's like electricity.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh. Sure.
She steps
Oh.
closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Okay. Be surprised I am Lonely Writers Club. Okay, fair.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Well, I think we successfully found a different path.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods.
That's not one we've gotten
and
before,
at the end
is
of that
it?
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
No, that's a
is
new
a
one.
princess.
Yeah, so for record, so far we've gotten Tower, Damsel, Beast, Razor, stranger, adversary, and witch. And then we purposely have gone back to stranger and tower and damsel to do other options. Okay, what second? Yeah, let's see which voice we get.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess,
Oh,
and
we have,
I hardly
though.
think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if
Paranoid.
he hears us?
Paranoid, that's a new one. I don't know if we've even seen Paranoid yet, have we? Okay, let me just make a note of it. I'm paranoid. Sorry, I went to a Jonas concert last night.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even think we saw, I think we saw Cowardly in the, like, one that had a bunch of the voices, but I don't think we've seen Paranoid yet. Alright, just go to the cabin.
A warning, before you go any further.
We haven't done this chapter, so it's not gonna let us auto-skip anything.
She will lie.
Lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh.
plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Interesting. Okay, that's different. Yeah. And the fact that the knife's just sitting there. Do we want to take the knife?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. You know what? So I don't have to do it in this later. I want to make note of something real quick. I want to put that we locked her in the basement as our, like, chapter 1 choice here. To kind of make a note of that.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There was.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
If you have an idea, you totally can share. Yeah. I mean, unless if you want to wait until we're in a fresh chapter 1 to suggest the idea, so we could maybe do it in the moment.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Suggested now, so it's in the back pocket. Okay.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
I kind of want to never mention the mirror to him this time. I don't know if I want to take the blade or not. Have we done a run where we just follow all the instructions immediately? No questions asked, no explanation? I want to say we did go down there immediately and try to slay her. I think we maybe did that's what I need to go back and look, because I remember us, like, holding the blade and doing one where we like went from like standing far away from her to trying to slay her. We also did one where we like got up close to her and then chose to try to slay her immediately. That run with the silent protagonist. Yeah, I was like, I don't think we've done it to like the full extreme of just following directions, so we could definitely try that. And that's why I need to go back and make some notes, because we're at the point that's like, okay, this is our third playthrough. So we've done 10 loops. We've done 10 loops, which means we've done, well, technically 11 with the one we just did. We've done chapter 1 11 different times. So my brain has kind of lost track of what ones we've done a bit. But yeah, like not clicking on any explore options. Because that's what I was trying to do. I was kind of doing the opposite of that. This last chapter one is I clicked on all of them. Because I'm wondering if there is a click on all of them pathway versus a click on none of them kind of thing for the explore options. Yeah, like we don't even give the princess a chance to swoon or threaten us. Yeah. So do we want the blade this time? Because this is a new chapter 2 to us. We haven't done this one before. Because I feel like... I don't know. I guess that's the question is, what does the paranoid want? Does the paranoid wants us... I was going to say, I bet the paranoid probably wants us armed. Because I guess that's the other choice, is do we want to go with what paranoid wants? Or do we want to not do that to see what the chapter 3 is? Either way, we're going to have to come back to all these chapters more than once. This is... We're going to be casually coming back and replaying this for a little bit. I think let's take the blade this time.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, I'm just gonna note that we are taking the knife chapter 2. Yes, we have. Yes, for reference, we do have a spreadsheet for this. We are keeping track of things on a spreadsheet now.
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
I mean, that's quite the escalation from a knife, but I guess if you're at that point...
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Okay, just go to the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Okay.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Oh. Do y'all see that? They're blinking. That's like their eyes blinking.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
It's very interesting how that is always like the end, like the sign off of going down the stairs. Yeah, this chapter is called The Nightmare, so...
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Step off into the void between the stairs? No, I don't think I want to do that one this time. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
I also did turn it up more, so hopefully that helps a bit, because I've noticed it got a bit quieter. I'm gonna talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Fair.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
The eyes are still there.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Fair.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Also fair.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I want to make just that I'm going to find you an alert. That would, yes. Okay, left, right, do nothing, go back the way you came. Was already on it. Thank you, Goldie. That's why I like stopped for a second and didn't immediately say anything. Because I'm like, ooh, that would be a good alert. Left? Okay, we're going left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Yeah, right did look like it went straight towards the eyes.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh, but she's so pretty, though.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Okay, I've seen the devs share a picture of, like, this cracked face, whatever one, but it was like, okay, it's from a chapter we haven't seen yet. Because I haven't seen that princess yet.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh!
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Okay!
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Always just,
Lungs,
it just keeps repeating it.
liver, nerves.
You need to platoon, so no joke.
Liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart,
The paranoid's still saying that in the background, too.
what are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
nerves, heart.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Liver. She isn't attacking us. Why? Lungs. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
But is she even solid for us to strike?
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Ooh. Ooh, okay. Hold on, we got choices. Okay, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Or, okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. Run, slay the princess. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs,
Livers, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart, lungs. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
Liver,
and then you're gone.
lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart.
that.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
Ah,
heart.
and
Lungs,
there's the fear.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver. She pulls away. Heart, lungs, liver.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Liver,
I've already done
nerves,
that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Lungs,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I want to see what running does.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other. Nerves, heart, lungs,
You poor,
nerves,
poor
heart,
thing.
lungs, liver,
Wrong
nerves,
choice.
heart, lungs, you get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again. Heart, lungs, liver,
You're always going to be a coward.
liver. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oh!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady
Oh.
career. Recognition from your peers.
That's creepy.
Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
What? This chapter?
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Okay.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
He doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Oh, goodness. The moment of clarity?
You're on a path in the... Shit! Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
I was gonna say, we did not do what the paranoid wanted, so in that case, we ran, and I'm assuming that means that the paranoid wants us to try to kill her. I'm just gonna put tried to run as a note here. And our chapter 3 is the moment of clarity. Okay, I guess let's find out what voice we got. Are we the baddies? We broke it? Yes.
There was a princess, I think.
Oh, speaking of broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
That fits that we got the voice of the broken. Okay. That seems very fitting.
I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
That we have.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
It's like floating.
We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Oh.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
We got more than one. We got the broken and the opportunist. I just, the fact that I'm keeping a freaking spreadsheet while playing this game is just hilarious to me, but also, like, we're at that point.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think.
Or maybe we just got all of them. Okay. Stubborn.
We're supposed to be
Cold.
unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Oh. I'm gonna keep track of all these, because I don't think we've made an actual list of all the voices we've gotten just in total. Oh, true, it counted a bunch of chapters. So it's like we looped around and around and around. I get what it's... Yeah, okay, that's what it's implying.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Okay, there's hunted. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna keep hold track. This is also gonna maybe be a master list of voices.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
There's Contrarian. Why is keeping a freaking spreadsheet for this game fun?
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Okay, there's Smitten. What have we not gotten?
Can we love something that hates us?
Oh.
Can we love something that hurts us?
I don't think we've gotten Skeptic before. So I guess well, okay. Here's the thing. Hold on, I spelled it wrong. If there's so many chapter 2s, and so far each chapter 2 has had a specific second voice that is like paired with it, so there would be as many voices as there are chapter 2s. And I think I was looking at the guide just to see how many there were, and I think there was like 12, maybe it's 14. There's a lot of chapter 2s because I counted. I think there's maybe 13. Because I was going to say, I think we found that there were 6 that we hadn't seen, and there was like 7 we had or something like that. There's a lot. So there's also probably that many different voices as well. I didn't look at any details on like the actual like guide yet. Like that's like I'm saving that for like when we have done all the chapter 2s like twice. And if we still have achievements that we haven't gotten, then it's going to be like, okay, go into the guide and figure out what we haven't done. Because I'm assuming there's probably some that are specific to like the playthrough as a whole, of like doing a certain thing in all the loops or something like that, not just like a chapter specifically.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Okay, there's cheated. What are we at? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Because we haven't seen, in terms of stuff, we haven't gotten cold. We haven't gotten skeptic outside of these ones that we've just done. We gotten cheated. Cheated's maybe the other one that we have. No, we got cheated in the razor. Cheated was one. Well, I marked cheated / all, so that was another one that we got a bunch of voices.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did
Fine.
you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Yes. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
The only way out is to do nothing. And stay where you are. Okay. Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times.
Oh.
It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
Oh, I guess I didn't put paranoid in that, so we have 10.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I there those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean, if you really think about it?
Yeah, because it was saying that, like, we lived on, but the body died.
Shut up! You were here.
Okay, stubborn.
Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I'm interested how we get the cold. So we haven't gotten the chapter 2 that goes with that one. What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Okay, let's go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right.
Oh.
There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Mhm.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Really interesting because I didn't actually mention the mirror in chapter 2. But I guess in the other runs it maybe said that.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces!
Why is Stubborn so loud compared to the others?
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Forward.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein, wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
We've taken the blade so far this run, so I feel like we should take it again.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
I was also going to say it might not give us an option. Take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Oh.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss.
You're going to fall in.
It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels
Oh.
of the earth, you see something staring back at you.
Aye.
It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
And closer.
This is fine.
But it was always just a matter of time.
Okay.
And closer.
Oh, her arms aren't even attached to her body.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
I guess us running really changed the pathway.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me.
Oh, okay. The hand foot. Yeah, she's got hand limbs. Arm limbs? Forearm limbs?
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Oh.
All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go? Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side.
Oh. Everything in this butthole. It's an interesting thing. You'll take it? Okay.
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
No thanks.
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need.
Oh.
And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Take her hand.
What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon.
This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you ran away. Fear is the real killer. Oh well.
Yeah, that running really changed it. Now I'm interested to go back and see what happens when you don't. Free housing in this economy, she has to deal. Point.
There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You don't even have a choice. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago, but was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Great. Yeah, her arms aren't even connected, and also there's 3 of them.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Oh.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Oh, her voice is like almost coming back to normal? The princess is exhausted. The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
It's gonna pull her into vessel, yeah? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. You do not have the opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is our first loop of our 3rd playthrough, so it's not gonna have the other options other than approach it. You step towards the mirror. It holds a truth that you must witness.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
The stubborn's done fighting.
My heart feels quiet.
Oh.
The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. That's different. It's literally just us. There's no withered, no whatever. It's us. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The arms are still floating. There's still 3 of them. So you never want to see again? It's fine. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is filled with sadness, a doll abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
We know each other.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I want to... Did we... I think we clicked the attack option at some point, didn't we? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Are you one sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, I think we'll do this. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
But we won't.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
Okay.
end of that path,
We're gonna go
is
like
a
this. And we're gonna save it. So many save spots. I haven't overwritten any of them. So, if you happen to be watching this in the future, we will of course continue this tomorrow IRL time. We got 2 more achievements tonight. We got a scattered vessel and a monolith of fear. We're at 35 of 97 currently, so we still got a lot of things to look for.